Stay with me, don't let your eyes wander, because this is the exact second where your faith is being watered. And when faith meets this divine declaration, miracles cannot help but manifest. So right now, let your heart agree, let your spirit say yes, because heaven has aligned this moment not by accident, not by coincidence, but by divine design. My beloved child, God is saying to you, this is why I connected you to, prepare to be amazed. You have wondered why this person entered your life. You have asked silently, in those moments when the world was quiet and your heart was restless, why them? Why now? Why this connection? And heaven replies today, because there is a thread of destiny, woven long before you took your first breath, that ties your soul to theirs. This is not random. This is not ordinary. This is divine orchestration. My chosen one, when God weaves connections, He does it with eternity in mind. Every encounter, every smile, every conversation, every pause where words could not even describe what the heart felt, those were moments written in heaven's script long before you even walked this earth. And today, the Lord wants to unveil the mystery, to open the curtain, to let you see the hidden reasons behind this union. Listen closely, because heaven is leaning in. The angels themselves have been circling this revelation, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for your heart to be still enough to receive it. This person you are connected to carries within them a piece of your destiny. They are not just someone you stumbled across. They are not just another face in the crowd. They are part of the great unfolding plan of God over your life. My child, understand this, there are connections made by man, and there are connections made by God. Man-made connections are fragile, easily broken, based on convenience, circumstances, or fleeting desires. But God-made connections are eternal, unshakable, unstoppable. What heaven has joined, no power on earth can truly tear apart. And this connection, this bond, this unexpected weaving of your lives, God Himself signed it, sealed it, and breathed upon it. You see, there were storms meant to break you, but God sent this person to be an anchor. There were valleys that could have swallowed your hope, but God sent this person to remind you of the light. There were prayers you whispered in the silence of midnight, and the answer did not come through thunder, nor fire, nor earthquake, it came through a person. A human being, carrying divine purpose, sent into your life as a living answer to your secret prayers. Beloved soul, do not underestimate the weight of this. Heaven is not careless. God did not accidentally cross your paths. He had been preparing both of you separately, shaping, molding, pruning, and now, in this divine hour, He brought the two together because something greater is about to unfold. Stay here, do not scroll away, because what I'm about to reveal will open your eyes to things you didn't even realize were happening. For years, heaven has been orchestrating behind the scenes. You thought delays were just delays, but they were divine timing. You thought rejection was just rejection, but it was divine protection. And you thought this person was just another chapter, but in truth, they are a bridge. A bridge to the future, to the calling, to the breakthrough you've been crying for. My child, feel this in your spirit, your connection with this person is not just about companionship, it's about assignment. When God connects two souls, it is rarely for comfort alone. It is for mission, for purpose, for destiny. That's why your spirit recognizes them. That's why your soul leans toward them. Because something in you knows, they are tied to your journey, to your elevation, to your divine future. And listen, my chosen one, heaven whispers this truth, prepare to be amazed. Because the reason God connected you to is about to manifest in a way that will leave you breathless. Miracles will be birthed out of this bond. Testimonies will rise. Doors will swing open. And what the enemy thought would be delayed forever is about to break loose, because of the connection God sealed between you and them. Stay here, don't miss a word, because every sentence is carrying light. Every line is carrying fire. You are being awakened to see what heaven has been protecting, nurturing, and preparing for you. And as you hear this, something within you will click, your eyes will open, your heart will know, this is why. This is why God connected us. My chosen one, lean closer, because heaven is not done speaking yet. This connection that God has placed in your life carries not only comfort but transformation. You see, when heaven wants to shift your life, it doesn't always send you wealth, it doesn't always send you opportunities, it sends you a person. And the person God sends into your journey is more valuable than gold, because they carry keys, unseen keys, to unlock doors you could never open on your own. You may not have noticed it, but since this soul entered your world, something inside of you has shifted. Old fears that once dominated you have started to lose their grip. Dreams that you buried are beginning to whisper again. Hope that you thought was gone forever is suddenly alive in your chest. That is not coincidence, that is divine connection at work. Beloved child, the heavens are declaring over you, this is why God connected you to, prepare to be amazed. For in the days to come, you will look back and realize that this bond was not a passing friendship, not a shallow acquaintance, but a divine partnership forged in the fire of heaven's plan. Stay with me now. Don't scroll. Don't wander. Because there is something powerful hidden in these words, and if you let them pass you by, you may never hear this exact revelation again. The Spirit of the living God is unlocking your sight so you can understand what you could not before. This person in your life was chosen not only to walk with you but to lift you, to sharpen you, to awaken you to your true identity. They are a mirror God placed before you so that when you look at them, you do not just see who they are, you see who you are becoming. And in the same way, you are also their mirror. Both of you were sent to awaken divine greatness in each other. That is why the bond feels heavier than usual, deeper than usual, unexplainable yet undeniable. My beloved, listen closely, the angels rejoice when two souls aligned by heaven finally recognize each other. There is a sound in heaven that rings when God's children connect with the ones He destined for them. And that sound has been echoing since the moment your paths first crossed. Every smile, every conversation, every shared silence has been accompanied by angelic presence because this union is not of earth, it is sealed in eternity. Now, let me tell you something. Heaven is pressing into my spirit, do not doubt the strangeness of this connection. You may have asked yourself, why do I feel so drawn? Why does this person keep resurfacing in my life? Why does my heart respond to them in a way I can't even explain? It is because God has encoded your spirits with recognition. Spirit knows spirit. Destiny knows destiny. And when the divine script is unfolding, your soul cannot help but respond. Child of God, type Amen in the comments if your spirit agrees with this word, because this agreement is not just a reaction, it is an activation. The moment you declare agreement, heaven aligns more swiftly with your life. Don't just watch silently, declare it, speak it, write it down, because your response in faith opens portals of blessing. And let me pause here and say this, if this word is touching you, don't keep it hidden. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. When you share, you become the bridge God uses to bring light into another soul's darkness. And if you're new here, subscribe right now, because heaven is not finished pouring into you. More revelations are on their way, and I don't want you to miss a single one. Now let us return to the mystery. Beloved child, your life is a tapestry woven of many threads, pain, joy, lessons, losses, victories. But there are certain golden threads that shine brighter than the rest. These are the divine connections. They are the people God Himself places in your journey to change everything. And this person connected to you is one of those golden threads. Without them, the pattern of your destiny would not be complete. Understand this, destiny is never walked alone. Even the strongest need another. Moses had Aaron. David had Jonathan. Ruth had Naomi. Jesus Himself walked with His disciples. And you, chosen one, have been given someone whose presence will mark a turning point in your story. Their voice will become wind beneath your wings. Their faith will become oil for your lamp. Their very existence in your life is proof that God has not forgotten you. Stay right here, don't move, because I want to reveal something deeper. There are people who come into your life as lessons, and there are people who come into your life as blessings. But when God really wants to amaze you, He sends someone who is both, a blessing who also teaches you lessons that no book, no preacher, no experience could teach. That is the person heaven has connected you to. They are your blessing, and they are your divine teacher in disguise. Beloved soul, the Lord is saying, prepare your heart, because through this person, you will experience new levels of faith, provision, and breakthrough. Where doors have been shut, their presence will become the key. Where hope was fading, their voice will reignite the flame. And where you once felt small, unseen, and forgotten, they will remind you that you are chosen, precious, and deeply loved. Don't let this pass you. If you are still here, it is because heaven is feeding your spirit right now. And I want you to type, I receive, in the comments, because that simple act of agreement pulls this word from the realm of spirit into the realm of manifestation. Hear me, my child, God is not finished yet. What is unfolding through this connection will amaze you beyond words. And even now, the angels are preparing moments, encounters, and opportunities that will prove to you, this was heaven's design from the very beginning. My beloved child, listen carefully and don't let your eyes wander, because the Spirit is still speaking, and what you are about to hear will not only comfort your heart but ignite your spirit in ways you have never known before. You must stay to the very end because every word is like a seed being planted in your soul. Do not skip, do not scroll, for what is being poured right now is divine oil, fresh and overflowing, and if you remain, you will see what God has been preparing for you all along. This is why God connected you too. It was not a mistake, not a chance, not a fleeting encounter. It was written. Written before you even entered this world. Written before your first cry. Written before your first prayer. Heaven has always known that you would need a soul who could stand beside you, who could hold you up when the world tried to bend you, who could remind you of the truth of who you are when the lies around you tried to break you. That person is not ordinary. They are extraordinary, because they were chosen to be tied to your destiny. My chosen one, when God writes a story, He does not use ink that fades, He writes with fire that never burns out. And this connection in your life was written in such fire. That is why you cannot ignore it. That is why your heart feels something deeper than words. That is why every time you try to reason it away, the spirit inside of you says, no, this is not ordinary, this is something holy. Understand, child of God, there are connections that entertain you, and there are connections that change you. There are people who pass through your life as shadows, and then there are those who come carrying light so bright that once they appear, your path is never the same again. This is the latter. This person God has aligned you with is carrying light. Their presence in your life is a lamp to your feet and a confirmation of heaven's attention upon you. Listen, my beloved soul, God knew the battles you would face, and so He sent you someone who could hold you in the midnight hour. God knew the tears you would cry, and so He prepared a shoulder for you long before you ever knew you would need it. God knew that your purpose could not unfold alone, so He designed a divine partnership, a heavenly bond, a union of souls that would become unstoppable when united. Stay with me now, don't move, because this is not just a story about them, it is also about you. Heaven is speaking not only to reveal why they were sent into your life, but also to awaken you to why you were sent into theirs. You see, chosen one, you are not just receiving, you are also giving. You are not just being blessed, you are also the blessing. You are the voice that lifts, the presence that steadies, the hand that restores. You are the answer to prayers they once cried. Just as they are a miracle in your life, you are a miracle in theirs. The bond God has forged here is mutual, balanced, divine. Two souls, tied by threads of eternity, sent into each other's lives not to compete, not to drain, but to multiply. When two chosen souls connect, they multiply light, multiply faith, multiply strength. That is why you feel stronger when you are near them. That is why your spirit feels lighter when you hear their voice. It is because God has set multiplication in motion. My beloved, don't doubt the weight of this. Many people look for signs of miracles in money, in riches, in promotions, in fame, but do you not see? Sometimes the greatest miracle God sends is a person. A person who carries the keys to unlock you. A person who sees what no one else sees. A person who reminds you of your divine identity. And heaven is declaring today that this is the reason you two were connected. Pause for a moment, breathe, and let this truth sink into your soul. Because as you are listening right now, angels are encamping around you, sealing these words into your destiny. And if your heart is saying yes, type "I receive" in the comments. Do not remain silent. Every time you write it, every time you declare it, you are agreeing with heaven, and agreement releases power. Beloved soul, this is also a call to action. If this word is pouring life into you, don't keep it for yourself. Share this video now with someone you love, because you might be the bridge for their breakthrough. And if you are here for the first time, don't just pass by, subscribe right now, because this stream of revelation will not stop here. God has more, heaven has more, and I want you to be part of every single outpouring. Now let me take you deeper. Think about the moments you questioned why certain people left you, why certain relationships broke, why certain doors closed. At the time, it felt painful. At the time, it felt unfair. But heaven whispers to you now, if those things had remained, you would have never been ready for this divine connection. God had to clear the path. He had to remove what was temporary so He could send what was eternal. He had to break what was weak so He could send what was strong. And this person is the strength He prepared. My chosen one, destiny is never random. Every detail is written with purpose. That late-night message, that sudden encounter, that moment you almost walked away but didn't, all of it was woven into the story to ensure you would meet them. God orchestrated time itself to make it happen. And now, you are standing inside a divine alignment that many people pray for but never see. Hear me now, my beloved child, because this is crucial, you must guard this connection. Heaven has trusted you with it. Just as a gardener protects the rarest flower, you must protect what God has given. Do not let fear poison it. Do not let doubt weaken it. Do not let the noise of others drown the still, strong voice of God inside you that says, "This is why I connected you to." Stay with me, because we are not even at the deepest part yet. God is saying, through this connection, I am about to amaze you. The prayers you thought had no answer will suddenly find resolution. The dreams you buried will rise again. The path that seemed blocked will suddenly burst open. Why? Because when two aligned souls walk together, heaven releases acceleration. What would have taken years will take months. What looked impossible will suddenly bow. And let me tell you this, even now, angels are whispering your names in the throne room. Even now, doors are being prepared. Even now, breakthroughs are being arranged. You are not listening to this by accident, you are listening because you are stepping into divine acceleration. Beloved, feel this truth in your bones. This person is not here to replace God, they are here to reflect Him. Their presence is a mirror of His love, His faithfulness, His promise that you will never walk alone. And when you look at them, see beyond the human, see the divine fingerprint that says, I, the Lord, sent them. My soul, type Amen in the comments if you feel the Spirit pressing this into you. And remember to share this message, because there are others out there wandering, doubting, feeling lost, and your act of sharing may be the very thing that awakens them to their own divine connection. And subscribe if you have not already, because heaven is unfolding mysteries, and this journey is only beginning. Stay until the end, because this revelation is not over yet. The Spirit is still flowing, and the next part will unveil even more of the hidden reasons why God connected you to. Don't move. Don't scroll. Let your spirit remain open, because the amazement of heaven is about to be poured like a river into your life.